Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Video number 1 of 2 on this not so pleasant Sunday. I don't know about where you are, but right now here in London it's very gloomy and very humid and very dull, right? But the news in terms of what we normally get, I think it's safe to say this is less than you're going to get on any other day of the week. I can't talk. It's Sunday and I told you it's dark and gloomy. Forgive me. But we've got some news in relation to Chelsea, and we've also got some light-hearted banter about what's happening elsewhere. So on this Sunday, we can take it a little toned down, right? We can relax a little bit, have a little giggle and take it a little bit light-hearted. So let's get cracking with the news to do with Chelsea. As I do always say, make sure you're here later on for video number 2 as we see what happens later on in the day, and we round up the entire Sunday later on tonight. So make sure you guys are subscribed, make sure you have that notification bell on to be notified when it does upload. So let's get cracking with Lukaku. What's the latest? Is he staying? Is he going? Is he hanging about? Is he off to the airport? Who knows? Let's see what's happening and the latest from the Daily Mail. Simon Jones, here we go. Here it is. Inter Milan's offer to Chelsea for Romelu Lukaku was £23 million. This failed to convince Chelsea and they rejected it as they wanted at least £40 million. That, I have to be honest, Chelsea need to maybe cut a little slack here. You know me, I look, any other deal, I would agree with this approach. For Lukaku, look, just cut the loss. Cut the loss, man. We spent 100 mil on this guy. I understand we're trying to get as much back as possible, but it's not worth it. What's worth it is getting him off the wage bill and having him away from Cobham. That's, as I said before, if it meant having to sell him for a packet of crisps and a pack of biscuits, I would. I would. Now, look, I understand that there's going to be a certain fee which we can get for the player, and I'm absolutely cool with that, but we have to be realistic on the circumstances here, and this, what I'm about to show you now, is going to help the cause even further, because even Lukaku himself is making things difficult. So let's check this out. This is coming from FC Inter News. Check this out. Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku has said no to proposals from Al Hilal, Al Ahly, Juventus, and a Premier League club believed to be Tottenham in case Harry Kane departs, as he only wants to play for Inter. We had the news from day before yesterday, I also reported it yesterday, where Lukaku apparently is considering Saudi. Now, I hope what I've just shown you is in relation to maybe prior. Remember a couple of weeks back when we were talking about Lukaku only wanted Inter, rejected Saudi, this, that. I hope this is related to that. I hope this isn't new. Just telling you what I hope, because at the end of the day, if he only wants Inter and Inter Milan are going to struggle to get a deal done, what do you want us to do? Well, we're not going to hang this guy, at Cobham and just, keep him for decoration. Worst case scenario, we have to send him to the under 23s. Like, no. On 300k a week playing for the under 23s, no. Some fans, I know some fans are going, nah, he must suffer. Yeah, I don't care. No matter what, we're gonna make sure that he absolutely crumbles. Like, if someone's done something absolutely shocking to me or to us, right, then fair enough. If someone has completely and utterly disrespected or started a punch up or done whatnot, right, complete violence, then okay. But in his situation, he just wants to be at Inter Milan. Goodbye then. See you later. Do you know what I mean? I don't want the guy to just stay at Chelsea to suffer while we pay his wages whilst he's suffering. That's making us suffer. Like, we don't need any suffering. So, for our sake, for his sake, send him off. But Inter Milan need to be logical here. Come to a deal and get him if you really want him. Yeah? And especially, and I stress this, I always pinpoint this out because it's making it seem like it's very difficult for Inter Milan to spend money. You're about to sell Onana to Manchester United. We want to see that money come to our bank account, please. You ain't got any excuse. You've let go of Onana. You want a player, take that money and send it to us. Job done. Now, if they don't want to do that, it means they don't want Lukaku hard enough. And if they don't want Lukaku hard enough, we got to get that into his thick skull and then he can entertain a bid to Saudi. So surely that's logical and that works all right. So hopefully we get to see an end to this saga very, very soon. There is rumours that Chelsea could be offloading up to 7 more players, Lukaku being one of them. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how this one's going to fare out. And fingers crossed he gets a move away from Chelsea ASAP. Now, talking about someone that was, linked with moves and now he's not and he wants to clarify his future. We spoke about him yesterday, Levi Colwill. Well, Pochettino has had a say on Levi Colwill, much like he did on Mudryk and a couple of the other lads, but we're going to focus on Levi Colwill because of what happened yesterday, and I did speak about that in my video last night, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Let's get into it. This is from Jacob Steinberg reporting on Mauricio Pochettino. Mauricio Pochettino was asked if he needed to convince Levi Colwill to stay. I need to get a feel for him, and I need to hear what he has in his mind, what he expects, and then, of course, for him to listen to what I expect from him. That's fair. That's what I've been saying for Levi Colwill's sake. I hope, and look, we're not going to get clarity on this at 100%, so this is why I'm just giving you guys my opinion and what I hope is going to be the case. I hope Levi Colwill isn't coming from the angle of, I must be given game time, no matter what. That's not how it works. And Pochettino is completely correct here in terms of he needs to get a feel for him. He needs to know what's in Colwill's head. He needs to know what Colwill's approach is, what he wants, what his demands are. But at the same time, Colwill needs to know from Poch, right, what Poch expects of him. And that's fair. If they can come to a compromise and an agreement on that, on the basis of, yes, look, the club have faith in Colwill. The club do not want to sell this guy. They want to offer him a long-term deal. They're doing, I have to be honest, in terms of Colwill, it looks like they're doing their absolute utmost to pen him down. Now, it has to be a case where Colwill sees that and comes to realism here, a reality that he needs to perform. He needs to prove himself. You're not just going to be given a red carpet into the starting 11, mate. Here you go. Here's a place next to Thiago Silva. What about Badiashile? He deserves to play. You're going to have to compete. But you have to show. And pre-season is going to be a case for that. So I hope Levi Colwill is on that level. And I hope the reaction from yesterday is a case because of contract negotiations where he just wants to dismiss everything for now. On the brink of winning, on the cusp of winning the England Euro Under-21 tournament, for England, you can come to an understanding that, yes, maybe Colwill is in that emotion, doesn't want to focus on Chelsea, and maybe he gave that reaction. That is true. At the same time, I just hope that he's not getting too into his head. And I hope he's not developing an ego. That's all I want to say. Fingers crossed. But Poch's approach is absolutely correct, and we'll see how that pans out when Colwill does return to Cobham for pre-season. Now, that's going to be soon, so we'll report on that when it all happens. And I think up until that point, there's not much talk on Levi Colwill. There's no point to talk about Levi Colwill up until that point. From now, because we've seen what he's done for England, we've seen the reaction from yesterday. Now we're not going to see him up until when he goes back to Cobham. So if he has a break or he has a little holiday or whatever, go and enjoy it, and we'll see what happens afterwards. Now, the Chelsea kit. I told you guys. Yesterday, I told you guys in terms of what to expect from the kit. Chelsea have released another teaser. And lo and behold, it's exactly the kit that I showed you. And if you go back to that video and you look at what I showed you, I'm not going to show you again, right? Because I don't have it here and I'll have to pluck it out and that's just long. So you're going to have to go to the video from yesterday to go and see exactly what I meant by the kit. Here's a new teaser that I will show you from Chelsea Football Club this morning. Control plus R. Soon. Now, you can see on this 90s monitor the shirt being shown, looking like they're using dial-up connection, which was a thing back in the 90s. But if you look on the chair, there's the new kit. And it's exactly what the leak showed. The badge is gold. There's the white underarm. There's the band, the white band on the sleeve, the blue band and the gold band. It's exactly what we saw. So I have to be honest with you guys. I don't have a good feeling about this kit. Unless, as I said, it looks better on, being worn. If it looks better in terms of fit, maybe it being hung on a hanger doesn't look very nice. But just that aesthetic did not look very good. As compared to other kits being launched, it just looked very, very, very basic. It looks like we are going to be getting that kit that we saw. We just have to wait and see. Monday, tomorrow, it's going to be launched. Just to let you guys know, tomorrow will be the launch. We will be seeing the new kit. So make sure you guys are here for that, because I will react to that in a double upload, of course. And yeah, right now, as I said, it's the kit that we've seen during the leak. And I am skeptical as to whether this is actually going to even look good. I think even in terms of a tribute, they could have done better. If they had this and they included a collar, that would have been a proper tribute to the 97-98 kit. Maybe that would have, clicked a little better. I think this is going to look very plain. Very, very just plain. Like nothing special to it. Let's wait and see though. That's just, my thoughts up until this point. We know what the shirt's going to look like. Let's just hope it looks better when it's fitted on, or when it's being worn, or when it's being modelled by the club tomorrow during the unveiling. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when it's all let out. Fingers crossed, it's a good one. Now, latest on Matheus Franca. Here we go. Matheus Franca is really appreciated. He is a player that they have been following for a long time. I can mention that the player will be really excited about the possibility of joining Chelsea. That's from Fabrizio Romano. These young Brazilians, look, I have to be honest here, Chelsea did not scout well for years. Yeah, for years. And now it looks like they've shifted things up. We are shifting hard in Brazil. Scouting like we've never scouted before. Yeah, putting the shifts in. And that is... we can't ask for more than that. Now, I hope we can expand that to other places, whether we have other places in America, whether we have European, Africa, we go into Africa, tons of talent there. The scouts hopefully are getting to work. In terms of the Brazilian talent we are plucking here, it's very, very good. All 17, 18, 19 years old, in and around that bracket. Hopefully they all end up being gems later down the road. Chelsea need to have that model in place for sure, for the future. It's wise. As well as obviously getting players for now. But Matheus Franca is really hyped, really spoken well about, much like Andre Santos and a few of the other lads that we're looking to get in. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this Brazilian contingency at this level, at this age, are going to end up becoming, hopefully in Chelsea shirts. We'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts. I saw a few of your comments about Santos and about Franca, and I want to ask more about Franca. What you guys thought, and everyone that commented about them, for ones that have been watching them in Brazil, saying really positive things, really positive things. And this is why I say it has to be done, because when you look at an example of Man City and Alvarez from River Plate, and look how well that went. There are gems there that need to be identified. We weren't identifying anything back in the day with our scouts. Our scouts were sleeping. Now it looks like they're getting to work. Hopefully we get some good things in motion. So let me know your thoughts on Matheus Franca, who is going to be joining, it seems. Fingers crossed. Now, Mbappe. What is going on with Mbappe? What is going on with Mbappe? Here he is in Cameroon. This is the security that he was given in Cameroon. He's there for humanitarian reasons, as well as a little holiday. He's going back to his dad's homeland, because his dad is Cameroonian. But look at this. I mean, you'd think this is a flipping president of a country showing up. Look at this. They got the army out for him. What's going on? What is going on? That's the security for Mbappe. They got... I don't understand. I mean, I understand that you're going to have some security, right? But you're getting a flipping army armoured vehicle out. What's going on? Is Putin on the way or something? It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. For me, I think it's unnecessary. Not to this level. I don't know why this happens sometimes. I see it from time to time, and I just think it's unnecessary. Yes, some security is good, but not to this level. Come on, let's be logical here. Or when you find flipping, police running besides vehicles like they're flipping commandos, I'm just like, come on, man. Relax. It's a footballer in a vehicle. Just chill. Have the decent security there, and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. I don't know why they exaggerate to that level, but then again, it is what it is. So that's Mbappe. He's out there in Cameroon. We'll see what happens with Mbappe and PSG, because that looks like it's breaking down very badly. Between PSG and Mbappe, that looks like it's going wrong. So we'll see who's going to get the upper hand. Is it going to be PSG? going to get the money that they want? Or is it going to be Mbappe that's going to force PSG's hand to sell for a cut price because he's in the last year of his contract? Who's going to pay out his last year of his contract? Is it going to be PSG or Real Madrid? Are Real Madrid going to wait? Like, there's tons to this saga that I think could drag till deadline day. I think both clubs are going to want to take this down to the wire to see exactly what they can get out of it. Going to be very interesting. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Now, before we wrap up, very funny news to report here from, is this from Saudi or is this from Crystal Palace? Al Nassr withdrew from talks to sign Wilfried Zaha weeks ago because he was asking for too much money. How do you do that? How do you ask for too much money from Saudi? How is it you get to a point where you've asked for such an amount that the Saudis turn to you and go, no, Habibi, we cannot do this. No. No. This is too much. If you are able to get a Saudi of that magnitude for a big club like that, like the ones with big money, Al Nassr and Al Ahli and all the Al clubs, right? If you get them to tell you, no, sorry, this is too much, mate, what have you asked for? What have you asked for? Have you asked for $1 billion a week and a palace and made out of gold or something? I don't know. But Wilfried Zaha's move to Saudi has broken down, and I think he's going to kick himself because of it. I don't think he's going to be making that sort of money staying at Crystal Palace. Let me just tell you that now. And he's coming to an age where you'd think that maybe he would think about going to get the bag. Don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happens with Zaha. Maybe another offer might come in later. We'll see. So let me know your thoughts down below on Zaha. And to wrap up, this is very interesting. Mauro Icardi at Galatasaray. Here we go. Now, that was from Fabrizio, so that's not been copyrighted. 10 million euro transfer fee for Icardi to go to Galatasaray. Icardi at Galatasaray. That's, some would say a downgrade. For me, I think that is correct in terms of the level of his career where he is at the moment. Icardi was one of those players that you'd think could explode and become like, get into the superstar bracket. Never quite did. Don't know if that was down to because he was, the whole PSG. Sometimes that club can suppress your level because of the league that it's in. PSG look like a massive club, but when you look in terms of the context of the league that they play in, and no disrespect to the French league, but it's limited. It's limited. And hence why players can only get themselves to another level, like Mbappe, right? If he were to leave PSG and go to Real Madrid, for example. Icardi was at one time one of the players that you'd look at and go, nah, he could end up at a Madrid or a Barca or something like that. Never did. So Galatasaray, yeah. Some would say it's a downgrade. For me right now, in terms of where he is in his career, I think it's a correct move. He's not going to get much better than that. So good luck to him. And for 10 million euros, I don't think Galatasaray can go wrong. It's a very, very good move for Galatasaray. So we'll see how he does out there in Turkey. Turkey have been plucking a few gems here and there. So we'll see what happens over there because it looks like they're trying to develop and get some star quality in, but without the financial power. So time will tell how that league fares and how the others get on over there in Turkey. But Icardi to Galatasaray is a one to watch. We'll see how he does. Now, there we are. Let me know your thoughts on this relaxed Sunday. This was a relaxed video, I would like to say, compared to all the hecticness that happens, but it's expected because it's Sunday. People are resting. So we'll see what happens later on tonight. I'll make sure to give you video number 2 whilst we see what happens from now up until later. And I'll make sure to give you my opinions on the roundup. So I will see all of you then. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you later on. Have a good one, people. Enjoy your day. See you tonight. Take care and peace.